Thank you again for joining us and welcome to our channel. Here at EduXplorer, we go beyond borders and we appreciate you staying with us. Today, EduXplorer takes us to Zanzibar, where we shall be looking at some very important characteristics of this amazing island. And also, we shall talk about the relationship between Zanzibar and Tanzania. And we will go details on what you need to know and when you plan to pack your bags for vacation or whatever trip may take you to Zanzibar. So we encourage you to watch the video to the end so you will have the detailed information if this is where you shall be spending your vacation or it was your own time. Zanzibar is a Tanzanian archipelago off the coast of East Africa. On its main island, which is called Unguja, it's familiarly called Zanzibar. It's stone town, a historic trade center with Swahili and Islamic influences. Its windy lanes present minarets, carved doorways, and also 19th century landmarks such as the House of Wonders, a former Sultan's palace. The northern villages of Nungwi and Kendwa have wide beaches which are also extended to some very important exotic hotels in Zanzibar. The official language in Zanzibar is Swahili, Arabic, and English. Also, the capital of Zanzibar is the Zanzibar city itself, which it's the most popular name when people refer to this island. There are also several ethnic groups in Zanzibar. Some of the most prominent ones are Arabs, Hadimu, Swahili, and also the Tumbatu. It is estimated in terms of the population in Zanzibar to be just over 1.3 million, as that's based on recent statistics. As well, with regards to the relationship between Tanzania and Zanzibar, Zanzibar is a semi-autonomous region of Tanzania, and that also means they have to contribute and spend a lot of also different investment measures in the autonomous region, and they also contribute in the central government economy in a variety of ways. The most important resources, I would say, or the most important thing that Zanzibar offers is tourism, and tourism plays a greater part of its economy as opposed to any other parts of the manufacturing or any sector in the economy in general. So without tourists, might affect the economy in that particular location. The island is famous for its mix of exotic beaches, famous spice plantations, history, which is like the stone town, which is popularly known being the capital, and diverse culture. The Unguja, which is the main island in Zanzibar, is also home to many endangered species. This includes things like the red calaboose, monkey, and also the green turtle, which are very endangered. If you are new to our channel, we encourage you to subscribe, share our videos to your different network, and also leave comments under our videos as well, so as we continue to bring you inspiring content. So here are the 10 most important things for you to know prior to traveling to Zanzibar. It's important for several reasons. Without much ado, we're just gonna go straight to number one. Zanzibar isn't like the mainland. The semi-autonomous archipelago is a 23-mile hop from mainland Tanzania. And although it is officially part of the East African country, in almost all aspects, politics, religion, culture, food, life there is different. As a base for traders from the African Lakes region, Indian, and also Arabian peninsula, Zanzibar became a hub for the region in terms of slaves and also spices and several different historical things that Zambia offers. Number 2, with regards to time, you need to get on where you are in Zanzibar. The timekeeping is initially confusing, but actually makes a lot of sense. In Swahili culture, people start counting time at sunrise rather than at midnight, which means that 7 a.m. Western time is 1 o'clock in the morning Swahili time, and 7 p.m. it's 1 o'clock at midnight. This works because sunsets rise and also are relatively constant year round, and also this gives Zanzibar is closer to the equator. A trick to decipher is that you should be able to reschedule your watch as soon as you arrive Zanzibar. That should give you a better understanding with regards to your own time. Don't forget the ferry when you get to Zanzibar. With regards to that, transit to Zanzibar happens by plane or boat, most likely departing from Dar es Salaam. The plane ride involves about half an hour of cruising actually, in a shaky Cessna, but the Cessna aircraft. But the ferry is cheaper and can be a far more pleasant experience. The high-speed boats run 4 times a day each way. It takes about 2 hours, and a ticket will run you less than half of what it costs to fly. So you're going to make that decision when you get there. The next thing is also greetings really matters in Zanzibar. You need to stop and say hi. Swahili is an easy language to pick up, and the initial learning curve is quick. Learning just the basics will take you pretty far. Don't assume the constant street sides attention from people is an attempt to sell you something or trap you into taking some sort of tour. That doesn't happen. But saying hello is also an important part of the local culture. The next thing is also you can get lost in the stone town. The ancient city is declared by UNESCO Cultural Heritage as a site that's been preserved site since 2000, this couple of years ago. It's a very charming, but it's basically it won't amaze you from its looks. The act of receiving directions through the town widens alley usually involves a series of confusing hand gestures and also head nods, and will probably not get you where you want to go to, and that should be not faster as you may expect. So you got to be very patient on that aspect. Another thing to also note is that life is very slow in Zanzibar. In Zanzibar, the life moves pole, which is a Swahili word for slow. For example, things in Zanzibar don't always make sense, don't always work, or can take a while. It is important to enjoy the calmness of the place, also the calm chaos, and take a clue from the unhurried pace of life that you may be very used to. Your smoothie may take up to 45 minutes to show up, but it will be delicious once it's arrived, and it's gonna be worth the wait when you sit waiting for it. Something more to do when you arrive at Zanzibar, you need to choose your own adventure. Zanzibar has become host to a handful of East Africa's most post-luxury resorts, which can be a jarring contrast to what is an otherwise quiet destination. Economically challenging island, it's very competitive. Also, that's something people need to know. Zanzibar makes less than $1 a day. If you are looking for a beach escape with other Westerners, head north to Nungwi and also Kendwa, where you will find a small all-inclusive package, beaches, and also very inclusive sets of packages. The next thing is also you should know Zanzibar has 2 rainy seasons. Every year there are the long rains and also the short rains. On the heels of the blazing and seriously sweat East African summer, Zanzibar's long rainy season lasts roughly from March until May. Booking a trip during this period if you are set on a beach holiday is not a good idea. The island gets heat also, and with some pretty epic monsoons, and that may also cause unpleasant weather, which may be a shock to you if that's your first time of visiting. Another thing also is that they taste the well when you arrive in Zanzibar. Zanzibar has many rulers, and also its long tragic history has helped Zanzibar to create one of Africa's most interesting cuisine. This is a regional fusion food and also delicious mash of the African or Afro-Indian, Arab, Chinese, Portuguese, and also the regional African cooking tradition, all things that strive in Zanzibar. The last thing but not the least is that egg yolks are white and not yellow in Zanzibar. Across Zanzibar, there are many parts of the mainland of Tanzania. Breakfast options are egg white and also egg white, of course, even when the yolk is included. There is nothing wrong with this. It's simply just that the yolks are never sunny yellow, which is commonly known. They don't taste different. The chickens here feed on grains. Also, that makes them produce monochrome eggs. So you won't look at that and feel that it may be something different that you've never seen before. Well, that's all what we have for you today with regards to Zanzibar. Hopefully you are able to make a decision if this is where you plan your next vacation. If this information has been useful to you, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel to grow our platform and also share to your different network. If you feel there is something we've left out of this episode with regards to Zanzibar, we would like to hear from you. Otherwise, please continue watching, and thanks again. We wish you good luck, and we're looking forward to meeting you soon in our next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.